games, cards, combos. Oh my. I was thinking of playing Iroh again, but I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, actually. Do I even have Iroh? Wait. Yeah, there he is. What? This is Avatar? These two? There's only been one set. So I'd be surprised if anything... Well, there is... Oh, no. Never mind. There's the blue-red card, but that was already in the game. Actually, Aquatic Subtlety is pretty good. It can be. I can easily win. You can just like turn 3. You can sometimes turn 2. Something like... Is blue spells? Oh, it's creatures. Yeah, there's Limitless. Is Bloom Tender? No, I don't think this is a... No, this deck isn't a Bloom Tender deck. What was Double Vision doing? Whenever you cast your first spell... I think it was only in there because someone like wanted me to put it in there. I'm not sure if I would normally play that. It's alright, I guess. Not even sure if I like Ral. Didn't even play that this long ago, and I already kind of don't agree with the cards I played. How did I not have Steam Vents in here? What? How did I not have Steam Vents? Was that a mistake? Can I put Valakut in this deck? Is there a way to... You can't storm Valakut, right? Dualcaster Mage. Yeah. I think I did Iroh as value the first time, and I much prefer it as a Storm deck. Molten? Yeah, I mean, makes it different. All right, I'll try Valakut. It does make the mana base a lot worse, but that's probably fine. The wind was so strong, didn't even really get... The snow didn't pile up that high. Well, to be fair, Evan. It's still not that bad out there. Alright, what was defense doing? Godo? Yeah. Okay, I don't like bribery. I don't think I like Season of Weaving. What does that do? I don't think I like that. I probably don't like Take Their Time Treasure Cruise with Iroh. If Iroh's gonna matter. Hmm. I I guess Worldly Tutor. Some would argue crop rotation. Yeah. Worldly Tutor. I kind of don't like Song of Creation. I feel like my deck is too expensive. Painter's Servant combo? How is that cheaper? Well, I mean mana cost wise, but you don't. There's no way to like. I can't just have the millstone. Godo's a 1-card combo. I don't think I like Archmage Emeritus. I think it's worth it to take a turn, like if you just play Double Vision Pass, you can just suddenly have 2 extra turns out of nowhere if it's not dealt with. Yeah, but you can't get Grindstone. Godo's a 1-card combo. Painter Servant's a 2-card combo. Which is kind of why I don't even really like this. I'm not even sure if I should play this. There is at least Worldly Tutor to find this. And there's at least Mystical Tutor. And Solve the Equation. I don't know if I like this. Suppose VV's fine. Yeah, Fabricate. Just not a big fan of 2-card combos in decks that aren't black. Like Rowan likes this, but we don't have a lot of tutors. And we'll see. Not sure I like Stormkiln Artist. It's okay, but not really. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. The Artifact Seek card? Well, it would be a little unfortunate to draw Helm of the Host with it. And I'm not taking out Godo. Yeah, 1,000 Year Storm is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it does something. I don't need to run it. Hello. I'm okay with the spell discounts creatures, I think. I'm not 100% okay with VV. I don't know if it got nerfed. Well, yeah, it got nerfed after I... No, before I made this deck. So this... It was in here with the idea that it is different. I mean, you untap with VV, you're never upset. It is a lot of mana. But we're Valakut, actually. We could just... Whatever VV's doing could be done with something that gives me mana and also makes Valakut closer to winning. So... Like, I could play another Cultivate instead. I feel as though... No, the discounts make sense, yeah. Never mind. Song of Creation. It feels like I'm only casting one spell a turn until I'm trying to win. So it's hard to, like, play it and then start slinging spells without discarding my hand. If I ever hit something like Godo, it's just out of the game. Like, I'm never going to song into Godo, ever. Like, I feel like Flubs is way more Song of Creation friendly. I think Song of Creation's the best card in Flubs, actually. But here, it's hard to, like, cast it and then still sling 15 spells. I really don't think I like this combo. I don't think I like this. I'm gonna take it out. I don't. It's just slightly too inconsistent. I mean, defense could find it as well, but if this happened, I ideally won. So I don't know if that matters. I know I can play out of my graveyard at least. So with Song, you cast Iroh, and then everything you lost, you have access to again. So it's like kind of fine that way. Oh yeah, speaking of that, maybe I don't want these. Apparently these must have worked out because I ended the play session with these in the deck still, so they must have not gotten in the way. It's kind of funny. I mean, there's maybe enough fetch lands where that's reasonable. Oh yeah, speaking of fetch lands, I need more Phallic nonsense. There's not enough mountains in here. It might be too hard to get the required mountain count. Might be too hard. I'd prefer all the ramp spells be spells and not like Omen Path or whatever. Turns your lands into card draw. Yeah, there's one that turns a land randomly into a thing. Oh, you recently got into Magic and found my channel? Huge! I haven't played in the past 3 days. I played Magic Friday, watched MMA Saturday, and then played 40k yesterday. Been all over the place. Back to Magic. The cycle repeats. I need more mountains. So... Ugh. I mean... Hmm... Why does he even firebend? It's weird. The Avacyn deck? Oh, not my not the best one to start off with. I'll tell you that much. Don't play that one. I wouldn't recommend that one. But it's fun when it does the thing. Oops, I didn't mean to take that out. Shoot, what was it? What did I just take out? Explorer. I can do it. I can do it. I did it. Yeah, Omnath is okay. It costs 5. It replaces itself. It might gain me some life, and then maybe float a bunch of mana. But I could also just cast Hour of Parmesan and do the same thing. Which actually just gets me Valakut too. Maybe I should actually just be playing that card. The Evoke Doge? Yeah. Well, it's looking like we're not running these. I'm running out of room here. I mean, you could play Avacyn. You can play it. It's not, it didn't do so well. Sweeping the board over and over doesn't win games of Historic Brawl. No, I'm Nathis 5 in Arena. It probably could go back down to 4 and be fine. So it's a little annoying, but I'd be surprised if they even remember that they have it changed. Does this conjure? Oh, it does conjure. Hmm. I don't think there's any adventures I want. I'm not really... I don't like really any adventure in Magic. Except, like, Swift End. Maybe the Beanstalk Giant. Maybe. Kinda. Eh. I guess it doesn't hurt to look. Actually, yeah, Beanstalk's a creature. Doesn't do that. Oh wait, what am I talking about? They're all creatures. Don't listen to me. I don't really like Brazen Bar, no. It doesn't... I don't really like this. I don't really care about this effect. If I was going to play a card like this, I'd probably play, I don't know, like Lightning Bolt first? I don't know. Brazen Bar is not really doing anything, actually. Not that I can see. Oh, right. I forgot to look at the Evoke cards. I kind of actually like Fury, but I don't know if I can... Fury's fine. You just have to commit a card to playing Fury. But we'll play the red-green one. Like, do I want to put Fury in here? Is it good enough? It's probably okay. It's not like the effect is bad. Same with Subtlety. You just slide it in here. No, I'd probably play Force Negation first. I could play both. Brazen Bar keeps getting recycled from the instant side. How do you keep recasting Brazen Bar? So you cast the adventure, and then what? You cast the 3/1, it's in play, and then what? There's something I'm not understanding, I think. What's this do? Do I like Strike It Rich? Not really, actually. Not really. I guess if Brazen Borrower dies, I can bounce something later. You cast the adventure from the graveyard, and then it goes into exile, so you can cast Brazen Borrower as it's like you Snapcaster Mage it. It doesn't go away forever, you're saying? It still has to die, and it still has to be... My commander has to be in play, which, when I cast my commander, I'm trying to win. I don't think casting, like, Brazen Borrower 3 times is winning. I don't think the value of spam casting Brazen Bower, while also it having to have to die is appealing. I can't even block with it. It can only block flyers, right? So I can't like kill it. But it would demand Iroh's in play, and when Iroh's in play, I should be winning that turn. I don't think the adventure value is that exciting. I mean, even if they do kill it, the effect of bouncing something is not. I would just rather play Lightning Bolt. Just put Lightning Bolt in here. But I don't even know if I'm going to play that. But I don't know. It's a little out there. I'd play River's Rebuke first. Cyclonic Rift. There's a Into the Royal. Into the Royal draws a card, right? Into the Royal draws a card. Yeah. It's just it does. It's not. I'm not convinced that it's what I at all interested in doing. Is that? And it again, kind of. I'm not. I'm trying to play this and win that turn. I'm not trying to like Brazen Bower 4 times. If I had a way to sacrifice it, I guess. If I had the card specifically sacrifice, and I could keep sacrificing it. Oh, but this doesn't change the color, does it? No, you need blue mana. Yeah, you need blue mana. Okay. I can't even really discount it either, right? Brazen Bower always costs 3. Yeah. Do I even want the One Ring? I don't know. Expansion Explosion? It's been a minute since I've played with that one. I really wish Expansion Explosion was the same as Cut to Ribbons. Then I would really like it, but it isn't. It's not awful. I like it more than Hydroid Krasis. We saw Hydroid Krasis the other day. Blew my mind. I think it was a whatever that Sultai dude is. Leovold. What does this one do? 6 cards. I don't think I have enough mountains for, like, Delegate. Honestly, this should be a basic of some kind. This is not a mountain. Metabase is going to be a problem. No mana confluence. I didn't even see that in there. Another mountain? I forgot Scape Shift. Which, to be honest, I'm not 100% excited about Scape Shift, but it can sometimes do the thing. Mind Splice Apparatus. That is the discount your stuff once a turn thing. Is that what it is? Yeah. Each turn you get a cheaper and cheaper spells. I like this. I like it more than that other thing we were talking about. It is a bit slow. It does have flash, I suppose. It's okay. It's okay. Would I rather play this or something that, like... You could play Omen Path, maybe, in this spot, and find lands with Omen Path. One of them could be Valakut, and you could ramp that way. But this is fine, too. It's difficult to interact with, kind of. We could try it. It's been a minute since I've seen... I really never see the card, actually, at all. I'm not even sure... We could probably just play without any discount cards. I think I said this the other day. I had 12 Ral flips, and I didn't flip it. Or something. Yeah, I was at 20 life. Cast 12 spells. I was at 8 life? Yeah, I was at 8. And Ral hadn't flipped yet. Didn't even know that was possible. What was the other one? Oh, these two. I don't have the medallions. I think I like these more than medallions, though. Yeah, these... I'm going to keep them. Keep thinking about them. I'm going to keep them. Cinderglade? I thought I typed in mountain. Excuse me. Did I not? Oh, whoops. I just didn't click it. I just didn't click it. Underworld Breach? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Oh, that's doing a lot. Especially if my 6 mana 5/5 dies. I can still win the game. If the idea is this, then no, you don't need this. But there's plenty of times this ain't gonna work. I could just be like super greedy and say screw it, let's not play this card. Well, I gotta make room, so out it goes. I have 43 lands. Start shaving non-mountains, maybe. I think I kind of want to just not play with Fury. And just, like, totally ignore my opponent. Because that's what green does best anyways. I don't even know if I like Growth Spiral. I think I do, actually, yeah. Spring is fine. I like all the... Could take this one out, maybe? Burgeoning? I'm not taking that out. I really don't want to take out more lands. One could argue I might want more. Oh, Flame of Alnor. I don't really have any wizards. A 5 damage is fine. A shatter is fine. Everything this card does is fine. Eh. 3 mana, we want to cast a ramp spell, let's be real. Alright, let's start here. We did it, somehow. Somehow, some way. Alright, it's Iroh again. I can't help myself. I love this commander. I've just been on a storm vibe lately, and I think this is my favorite one. It's green, which is big. It can do the Valakut thing, which I did not do last time. Actually, I've not tried this. It does make your mana base a lot more challenging, but it's doable. The other commander that I did this with, or the Valakut thing with, was the Omnath, the Teamer Omnath, not the white one. And it seems like it works. So if we just have, like, instead of our commander drawing our entire deck, like the Tatyova style thing, we just fill our graveyard, and then cast a 6-mana nuclear bomb, and then ideally win with it later on like the next turn, or just have enough mana to win that very turn. It is hard. I'm playing it exceptionally greedy by just simply not playing Underworld Breach, which is like arguably a better version of this because it costs 2 and isn't a creature. But it's still a Storm deck. It's got Godo. It can easily ramp into it. It can Defense of the Heart it. Scape Shift for Valakut. Vibrance, because this is a Sylvan... What is it? Sylvan Scrying. I keep forgetting it's not just like a basic. And a Lightning Bolt. I could play Fury and literally Lightning Bolt, but I don't have Thousand Year Storm. When you play Thousand Year Storm, the idea would be to untap and immediately win. You'd never really want to pass the turn back and have nothing to do with Thousand Year Storm, and it seems like Thousand Year Storm itself could just be a card that helps me get to a Storm win, as opposed to a Storm payoff kind of card. You don't really need anything like, what is it? Grape Shot in a deck like this. You could, if your opponents are like demanding that you wait it out and try to win or whatever. But I am running this card, I guess. This seems like it's going to always win, especially if you have your commander in play. Especially if you have any discounters going. It'd be rather insane to not win if this was like for 5 or something. Because you can just cast all of them again from your graveyard. Because they're conjured. Because Alchemy Hearthstone cards exist. And yep, that's it. So, Teamer Storm with Valakut. Oh, and extra turn spam. That if ever you needed a win condition without actually killing your opponent, it's just to make them not actually play the game. So, Thought Scour? You could probably Thought Scour, sure. I don't like incidental... I don't like incidental mill cards that much. Like, what is it? Like when I have Shieldred on paper, Shieldred the Whispering one as a commander, I have no cards that would mill me. I don't like milling to enable stuff. Unless the thing you're enabling is extremely generic, like maybe Iroh, because Iroh doesn't care what you milled, but a deck where you need to mill certain things, I don't really like that. Like Slimefoot and Squee, I would never play mill cards. And I'd probably like 1 in 10 people that would play the deck and not run any mill card. Like I'm not playing a Stitcher Supplier. And I don't like random splash mill cards. Which is kind of why I don't like Grist. Because it seems like Grist really wants to be doing that all the time. This is a weird hand, but I'm up against Yasharn, so we might just be able to chill for a bit. It would be ideal to be able to chill. It's still a green deck, but I don't know. Yasharn's pretty tame, right? Just hanging out, doing his thing. Yeah, Rutro. Plains. Alright, we're both off to an honest start. Look at that. Let's get that thing. Let's play this. Yep. That is all she wrote. Yeah, Grist is cool if you like Grist. I just don't like Grist. It's not my kind of... Milling myself is not really something I've ever liked in Magic. Not saying it's bad, it's just not my kind of thing. Just like random self-mill is... I do like Iroh. You know, if ever I was going to do it, it would be there. We can play this. I think that's slightly better than, like, random ramp spell, I guess. Every land I've played is actually a mountain so far. Oh, it counters fetch lands? No, it doesn't. Can't pay life or... Oh, yeah, pay life. Yeah, alright. I guess it does work, huh? Rip. Good to know. So let's play... this thing? Get rid of this one? Didn't hit a land. Didn't hit a land. I don't have a bounce land, right? Does an untapped land do anything? I think turning a treasure... Oh, wait. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Ah, this kind of sucks. Alright. I'm going to crack the treasures on my opponent's turn. I'm going to have to anyways, actually. I'm going to have to crop rotation. I'm going to have to do something. Okay. I should have just done this. Let's grab... Yep, okay. Should have just done that. That was a mistake. Okay. Want to just vomited 5 lands into play. Let's, I can still crop rotation. I don't have much going on now. Alright, I don't know. We have like 1 turn. This might just be my best bet. Oh, I thought they flashed that in. I'm like, wait a minute. How did you do that? I mean, regardless, it's still 1 turn. Doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, again, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Yeah, it looks like the lack of treasures is going to cost me this game, because I can't use my treasures. Oh wait, can't I? Wait a minute. Are you guys scamming me? Can't I just sack the treasures anyways? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, I don't have another blue source. I mean, every deck with green in it is a mono green deck. I thought I literally... Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Well, no matter what I do, I have to get this. That's the only avenue to victory. To activate abilities? Okay, well, I am screwed, so I might as well... test it out. Okay. I didn't get scammed. Alright, I'm dead. Yeah, alright, that actually... Yashard actually did something. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. I just had all the treasure cards, I think, in my deck, in my hand. So I just couldn't do anything. I did, to be fair, I did miss a land drop. I should have cast the cantrip on my turn. And if I had a land, we might have been able to do something. Because I could have played that extra turn, and then I could have played Iroh and played another extra turn. I might have been able to still win had I actually cast the spell on my own turn, which I really should have. I really should have done that. There was a way to maybe continue that game, but I didn't do it. Let's get Stompies, right? Yeah. And I guess I'll play Virginia instead of this, I guess. Shoot. I don't have an untapped green source for this. I mean, it's not really a big deal. I don't really know if I could probably wind up just discarding that, actually, to my Pirate's Village here. So, you... let that resolve. Bloodghast. Ooh. I love it. Another land? I can do better. Spring. I'd rather do this. Actually, I could just get rid of Spring. No, because of Valakut. Cast this. Playing birds this turn, maybe they don't play their commander because they want to kill it. Alright, so our graveyard is full of ramp spells, and I can now kind of see why I had Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, because look at all of this. Super free to just get rid of. Can I do that and anything else? No. There's really no reason to cast this, other than, like, I don't know. Cycling it. Each player sacks a creature. They don't care about birds. Okay. Well, not getting the first side of it. I don't know if that matters. Well, here we are. Doing this. Let's cast this or exploration. Maybe I should no, I should do this because I might actually die if I tap the Birds of Paradise. Alright. Yeah, I don't really cast extra turns for no reason. I could have just simply cycled it if I wanted to. Okay, so start here. Start there. Go here. What is Brainstorm doing? There's no reason to play Brainstorm. Not that I can tell. Oh, well, I mean, I can just cast it twice. I can get rid of these two. Find Valakut. Actually, I can Mystical Tutor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This probably seals it. There was absolutely a reason to cast it, so. Brainstorm, I mean. So, we go to combat. Okay, it's over. I was going to say, I think the game is probably over. I can take an extra turn by putting it on top and then brainstorming to draw it. And then I can take another extra turn by casting it on my graveyard. So there's 2 more extra turns. We have 8 times 3. And even if they block, I think it's too much. This also gets counters. Okay. I think I'm going to put in the Delve cards again. Seems like my graveyard is just flooding itself, and I'm not using those lands and whatnot. And also, recasting ramp spells is probably not as exciting as casting Dig Through Time. I don't know if I like chart or consult star charts. It hasn't even felt like I've needed a discount creature. Maybe I don't play them. I don't know, I keep thinking about them, so just gotta pay attention to them. So far, haven't done anything. What about this? Maybe not. It does sort of exile itself, so you can't cast it again. Well, I gotta take something out. I like Seething Song. I could take out the 3 mana treasure card, maybe. Yeah. I could probably take out another one of them. Like the double red one. Not even sure if I like the treasure cards that much anyways, honestly. Especially without specifically Underworld Breach. They're like a bit less interesting. Yeah, let's take out one of these. Alright, let's try that. I think that's fine. Just staring at my deck. Something's gotta go. Oh no. Oh no, not what I wanted to see. Not at all what I want it to see. Okay, it has a bunch of stuff. It just needs to convert into something that matters. That maybe sort of helps. I don't know. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Okay. Yep. Mizzix Mastery could matter, but it doesn't matter right now. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. Opponent, you don't play the game on your turn. There you go. Let's play you. I don't have double green. Frantic Search. Huh. Frantic Search, I guess. Discard you and a you, because you won't live to see anything impactful. Let's play Preordain. No, I think we Rampant Growth first. I think that makes sense. I don't want that. This is okay. Well, they picked apart my, like, mana, so don't know what to tell you. Exploration, not looking too great here. Get rid of this land? Oh, excuse me, it's only one land. One card. Yeah, that's fine. And then treasure cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crop rotation is a bit interesting. Fairies probably cost 2 less, or is it rogues? Noble? Yeah, fairies. Alright, let's brainstorm. Let's get rid of you and you. That was a pretty bad brainstorm. Let's do this. Get you. That can go away. And I can just cast this at some point. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to do it now. I'll do it whenever I can. Whoa, that's typical. 5 lands and a ramp spell. That was awful. Well, not off to a great start here. That is really annoying. Let's cast crop rotation. I'm missing the mountain count. You. Okay, still not great. This for Triumph and just pass. That's not great. I would be rather surprised if my opponent cast another spell this game, so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So play you, kill this. Okay. Play Exploration is mana neutral, because I just play another forest out of my hand. I don't think there's a line that involves my commander. Doesn't seem like it. Right? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. So. Oh, that was bad. I guess it was technically better than Grape Shot, though. Okay. Didn't expect to get this far. So... is there any? Yeah, there is. Start with a ramp spell. I kind of have to start here and get mountains and crop rotation, because if they have anything that kills Iroh, I lose. Seer? Brainstorm? It's too late for that. So they can go away. Okay. Well, we'll see what they do. Alright. Did the best I could. I can recast Iroh very easily, at least. Okay. Okay. They just have nothing. So... consult. This is a way to win. Put it to my hand. And... this gives me a bajillion mana. Which is probably going to matter. So... One, two, three. Six. Get rid of you. 7. They're not countering anything, so feeling pretty safe. Okay, that just worked. Alright, I think we got it. Okay, I probably shouldn't have given my opponent access to another card, but... Okay, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I should have killed a fairy, that was a mistake. Oh, look at all this stuff I can do that doesn't do anything. Alright, so kill that and that. Alright, we stay... Well, now they don't have lethal in play. So, let's bounce Urza's spaghetti thing. Draw two treasure tokens. Okay, that one's pretty good. I'll give you that one. What does this do? Doesn't matter. What does this do? Give Birds of Paradise. Huge, huge, huge. Can't play Ral. Oh, I can't play more lands. That just doesn't do anything. Oh wait, this is good. Okay. Alright, I think we just win. Yeah. Right? Boop. Sweet. Cool game. That was pretty cool. Oops, I didn't mean to search. Alright. Sweet. Wow. That was crazy. Oh, shoot. Ooh, 1 life. Wow. Valakut value was nuts. We just poking all the fairies, and every single one mattered too. That was nuts. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, we got stuff here, but I would say it was better than Grape Shot, maybe. Maybe. It does put cards in your graveyard, which could matter for Iroh. But like, if it was Grape Shot, it could have kind of done the same thing and left me with more mana to cast spells, but it just gives you a bunch of spells, and some of them mattered, right? Like, one of them was actually really nice, the Ashling's Command. I think even the Seer that I randomly generated earlier was good as well, this thing. So that ended up working out pretty nice. Sweet. Even the crop rotation was good. Hey, it's the blue-red... Oh, no, this is the other one. Never mind. I thought it was the storm one. It's the one that makes Rite of Flames. I'm somewhat confident they're faster than me, but we shall see. Was this lightning bolt? Okay, so maybe someone interested in making the blue spell? Problems? Problems? Did I make a mistake? Nope, it just simply doesn't tap for green. Okay, no mistake. Other than not having a green card. Green spell. I can't put anything on the top that would help me, I don't think. So I don't think there's anything I could put on the top. I could put Preordain or Brainstorm. Yeah, alright. I think this is a Brainstorm spot. Because if I miss a green mana again, the game is probably over. Let's get rid of you and you. I could keep this, actually. Yeah, we probably should, because our opponent's commander. Get rid of you. Find green. Play this. Get another mountain? I want as few non-mountains as possible, and I have a functioning mana base, so yeah, this works. Does this do it when it enters? It does, yeah, right. That was the entire appeal, is that it does it when it does it when it enters. I wish I could evoke this. Oh, that would be so good here. Let's go ahead and play you. Do this here, blue. My opponent has a spell, and that is very unfortunate. But there's nothing I can do about that. There's just nothing I can do about it. If they, all right, well, whatever it was, they didn't do the thing. All right, let's get Valakut. And I am somewhat interested in flaring this, but it is just chilling in play. I don't have to cast Flare. I could just discard Flare to Faithless Looting, honestly. I assume this is to recast. Yep. Again, it's just like Golos. It always pays for itself. This is not have Vigilance. Yeah, let's start here. They have Force of Negation, because that's the only time they're holding priority. Let's get rid of Delighted Halfling, because everything else is super nice. Alright, well, if you Force of Negation Flare, I'm not upset. Do I swing? Doesn't matter, does it? Nope, it doesn't matter. How many mountains do I have? Not nearly enough. 1, 2, 3, just 3. 2 in hand. Uh-oh. The snow. Uh-oh. The snow was taking on my internet. Pretty sure there's a counterspell I can't do anything about, so could just be dead here. I said there's actually a really high chance I'm just dead. But I'm going to cast it anyways. I'm not going to... Can't take it with me. Okay. There is still a Force of Negation. So I don't think there's anything to be done. There's nothing in my graveyard that helps me. Can't cast that. Can't cast that, so... Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brainstorm doesn't really do anything. I mean, I know of a force mitigation, so... Okay, they didn't cast it. I don't have more mountains anyways. I don't have more mountains anyways. Oh, well, alright. Dead. Yeah, they were just grabbing whatever. I probably would have died faster if they just got the... In fact, I would have literally died if they just kept getting the red one. So, it actually gave me another turn when I shouldn't have had it, honestly. Alright, I'm convinced that the spell discount cards are just useless. I'm convinced. I have yet to have them do anything, any game, ever. Just run something else. Like another mountain, actually. I'll take up a spell for a mountain. I don't think I like Iroh. It's okay. Let me look at... Well, if I still have it. I might not even have the deck anymore. I do not. Alright. There's probably an idea in here I'm not thinking of. This is interesting. I am playing a lot of fetch lands. It gets in the way of the delve cards. I don't like red and 6. Traverse? Okay, that's a good one. I'm not going to play this. Could play Scute Storm Hydra. We are doing this. This is a win condition. Kind of forgot about that. Archdruid Charm is weird. It's kind of... I mean, it's okay. We are a Valakut deck. You know? We could just play Primal Thing. Even Pock. We're like playing so many lands, right? Yeah, take inventory is way too slow. Way too slow. You can't do like the same kind of deck if you want to do that. I've tried, what is it, 3 times now? No, I think just twice. Ice Till is okay. We're not missing out on, like, playing the lands out of my graveyard is fine. And it does have that incidental mill that I'm not, like, excited about, but it does count when you're playing something like Iroh. So these cards are interesting. Pock is also interesting. I was saying this, but kind of want to stay in the spell slingy ramp department, I think. Oh yeah, there's also the other Cultivate. It only gets forests, though. Luna's cool. Okay. So Traverse. Probably these two. Must answer threat cards. Because they just win. Probably not Archdruid Charm. It's triple green. It is a way to find Valakut. I think triple green is asking slightly too much for this deck. I think so. And the other modes are kind of like not appealing. I don't know if I'm going to play a 3-mana. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. Primal Titan 6. Usually Worldly Tutor is going to get Godo. So I'd probably prefer to play Our Promise or Pock instead of a 6-drop. Primal Titan, you're not really untapped with it anyways. Alright, so these are cool. Those are cool. Traverse, I think, is possible. Spaghetti-born Scuties. What was the other card? Our Thingy. No Primal Titan. And now I can't remember. I'm getting old. What was that chunk of cards I was looking at? Moltender's fine. Ice Till Explorer, right? Yeah, we can play Ice Till, I think. Right? There's going to be that game where Ice Till mills the God card, and then Iroh shows up and the game is over for the opponent. So I cannot type in the dark to save my life. There we go. Let's try that. Also, if my internet explodes, just know that the snow took me out. Again. Snow, snow, snow. This is a weird looking hand. It's got no 1, and I don't really like my 2. So I don't think I'm keeping this. Same problem. Oh, I had Gemstone. I should not have mulliganed that. I clicked too quickly. Alright. Literally throwing. That's what we do here. We throw. Let's get rid of that. It's the frog. It is the frog. Let's play you. Yeah, I should have kept the Gemstone hand. I think it was because of Gemstone, it was definitely better than this hand. So that's not good. Well, I guess I'm just playing Valakut. It's not like playing it's gonna get my opponent by surprise or anything. Well, this is not a frog? This is not a frog. Alright, we mill 6. You can cast what? Okay, you just do whatever you want? Sure. So there's just frog land spam nonsense. Cryptolith right is a bit odd. Okay, this is cool. I like what I'm seeing. Oh, there's exploration, so I think that means we're already in our last turn. I did not... Oh, shoot. I don't think there's really... I could just play Mossborn Hydra and say, do your best. Ugh, this is so ugly. Alright. That's what we're gonna do, I suppose. Oh, that's not it. Please play the land. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get a second green for Ice Till. Not that I drew a land for Ice Till anyways. So I guess it wouldn't have mattered. It would have just been one land drop. It's not really compelling. Oh, it's a Keenan deck. Of course it is. Should have known better. I'd probably scoop right now, but I like my opponent's deck. So I want to watch it do stuff. But I would almost 100% scoop right now. Why are they playing Wilderness Reclamation? Did this give flash? What do they want mana on my turn for? Doesn't do anything. Oh, I guess you activate Keenan? Okay. So let's play... there's nothing to do. I'm just going to do this. They didn't have to wait. They could have just done this. Oh, it's because the last card in their hand was a counterspell. Of course it was. Why not? Alright, I can swing for 16 and then ask them to either kill me or, I don't know. Let's grab you. Doesn't matter. A mountain? Does a land matter? Whatever. I mean, it's somebody's last turn. It's somebody's last turn. You know what's funny? I actually might have just won this game if they didn't have a counterspell as their last card. The Ice Till was going to hit a land. Huh. I would have won the game. I'm fairly certain that's how it would have panned out. Well, talk about must answer threats. Like I said, Mossborn is a huge problem. The fact that they can cast anything is, just so gross. They have infinite mana. It's just a matter of finding the card they need. They have more mana than Omniscience. Standard brawl, he kept killing Badger Mole cubs. Yup. Lotus Field is not a... So far I've seen really no reason to play this in this deck. They don't get the cards they sacrifice with the frog. And it doesn't net them mana with, like, Wilderness Reclamation. I guess it technically does because it untaps your end step. But still, it's only for, like, instant speed cards. Looks like they're just playing it for the sake of it. I'm sure there's a reason to, though. I just haven't seen it. Was that Brainstorm? Oh, it's just a forest. I haven't really bothered looking at all these cards here. Clement. Tomb. That's the one that makes the bats? Yeah. Well, I might not have lethal anymore. Could just be dead. Man, imagine that rest in peace. Oh, I mean, they would just concede, right? It's not like the game would it would really have much of a game. I want to play this. This is weird. The only problem is there's not a lot of frogs. So you have to play frogs to do the thing. I can't even make out what's happening. It's apparently a deck that wants to go all the way to 0 with Jace. I'd be surprised if they've ever won with this. By the time you've milled your entire deck out, you've probably won the game. So, I don't know if there's a way to mill your entire deck in one turn. That's a bit weird. I'm sure they have Mesmeric Orb or whatever it's called. Mossborn's going to get bounced, so that's gone. Oh, they picked up the... What? What did they just do? Picked up the Moxhammer? Alright, well there is an infinite here of just bouncing the 2 0-mana cards over and over. And I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no way my opponent's going to rope out. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and make him click it. I'll just move on in my life. Okay, so that's a cool deck. I like that. Have to keep that in mind. I mean, Keenan's kind of boring, but the rest of it's cool. I have never seen that in my life. I don't even know if I own that commander. Nope, don't look like it. I think it was an uncommon. Was it not? I mean, it's in the best colors. Just goes to show you can play whatever you want in your command zone if you're green. I mean, I'm kind of doing the same thing. It's not an uncommon? Okay. It's a 3-drop, right? There it is. Thought it was an uncommon. It feels like it's an uncommon. I'm just going to put that in there so I remember. That's a cool one. It fits the, whatever I've been doing for the past month vibes. You know what's going to happen, though, when I go to play it. I'm never going to ever mill anything because I'm never going to stick a frog, and then I'm just going to lose everything. Every game. Calling that out. I'm going to try to cast a frog and swing, and then they're like, nope. And I'm going to lose. So I can't remember what Ren and 6 does anymore without Strip Mine. But last time I said that, I lost to it. And I, right now, couldn't tell you how it won. Maybe it was just Ragavan, and it was just that forgetful. But I can't quite remember. Cannot quite remember. We're just gonna get the Triumph. That's what we're gonna do. That was a good draw. Let's play it off of a Stompies. Could kill it here. I mean, that's fine with me. I haven't really felt like my 1-mana cards, my 1-drops, have been that crazy today. Which is kind of funny, because I would still argue they're like the strongest things in the game. I just haven't had them do anything. They could just kill it with Ren and 6, but that's them not grabbing a land. They milled over Emrakul. Neat. Do I want a 4 or a 5 with Settle? I think I want a 4? I think? I want a 4? Because of, like, Ice Till and stuff? I'll take a land. That's fine. Defense is a problem, potentially. Potentially a problem. Red and 6 can chill without a creature for a minute, though. You copied the Rowan deck? Yeah, it's a cool one. I like that one. It's one of my favorite decks. And it took me so long to, like, find a Storm Commander I felt actually works and has a lot to think about every game. Instead of me play Llanowar Elves. Alright, they have a 2-2 that I think has to die to do stuff, and I'm not going to do that, so. It may, and if I have Lightning Bolt here. Alright, so let's play... I think this is probably a take an extra turn cycle kind of situation. Especially how I can play 6 mana or untapped land here and just go bloop. I don't need this, so I'm just going to cast it. Because I can, by the time I need it, I can cast it again. And if this costs me the game, so be it. Also, the upwards potential of untapping with it is insane. So... but I don't, like, need it. I have no idea what this does. Absolutely no idea. Oh, sure. Makes sense to me. Yeah, you don't really need Worst Fears. You can just win on your own turn with your own cards. But Worst Fears is cool. You know? Okay, I actually untapped with my commander, so we get to do dumb stuff. Oh, okay, they're over it. Yep. Red and 6, not going to do too well against a 5 toughness creature, because it's a green-red deck, and they can play all the lands they want. But, unless you kill this, I'm going to get an extra turn. But from here, I don't have anything. I just play Tapley and Llanowar Elves, swing at this for 5. They probably block it. I could just not swing, so this is better, but they could always have Besage You anyways. It's hard to not just swing. They do get treasure tokens, but it would be swinging twice. It's probably a good idea to swing. That's what I'm thinking. So we play a land, we play this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 mana next turn. 8 mana next turn. 1, 2, 3. I can get another extra turn spell and cast it twice with 8 mana next turn. So, yeah, it's just that thing where people don't want to play the game because you just keep taking extra turns. But there is an end to this where I would probably wind up passing, and defense would be much farther away from doing anything. So, I'd be curious to see what would happen after those 2 extra turns. Yeah, I feel like the frog is just going to die to everything in the game, and you're not going to do anything. But when you're playing against something like me, you can do whatever you want. Because just like my strategy, if you just ignore your opponent and do your thing faster, you don't have to interact. But my opponent was faster than me. But I would say, like, 1 lightning bolt would probably blow their face up a little. Yeah, there's a lot to think about every time you tap Rowan. You tap it, you're like, alright, now what? That's why I like playing out the lines after the game ends. I'll go and look at the deck to think about what would I have done in that spot. Is it me or are these queue times getting longer? I feel like the past 2-3 weeks, the queue times have gotten longer. Tinfoil hat, but I'm starting to think maybe people don't want to play with pizza lands next week. So they're doing other things with their time. Would not be surprised. These have been the longest queues, I think, ever playing Magic Arena. February of 2026. I'm sure Ninja Turtles got nothing to do with it, though. That'd be crazy. Alright, it's another ignore your opponent and do a thing deck that does it faster than me. I really, really need an untapped land next turn. This is the absolute peril of playing terrible lands specifically for Valakut. Okay, looks like it wasn't going to matter anyway. Well, they could take this, actually. Okay, they did take that. Let's go ahead and play you. A land is good? That's okay. That's actually kind of fine. No, it isn't. No way. Okay, they did nothing. Let's play something that I wouldn't miss. Okay, it just resolves mountain, and I would probably do well to put another forest in play. No, we're not here to think like that. It is kind of funny, my opponent knows my entire hand. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Decline. Alright, well, I have a bunch of mana, and they haven't put anything in their graveyard yet. You can Thought Seize yourself. They didn't do that. Alright, well, they had a different way of doing it anyways. What's the damage? It is Massacre Worm. Alright. An ideal card to have against specifically what you're seeing. Let's go ahead and swing for 0. Let's go ahead and play Iroh. Lose my stuff. But if that's all they do, then we're chilling. So, let's cast Ponder. Who doesn't like a Ponder value? There's Valakut. Decline. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd rather shuffle these. So I'm just going to play this land first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 6? No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 other mountains. Alright, yeah, so we can crack on our thing. Alright, they did not cast the Massacre Worm. Let's grab... It has to be a red source. Commercial thingy. Crop rotation is just a random lightning bolt. I can do better than that. This... Time warp myself. Just for Mizzix's Mastery's sake, I guess. It's probably a better idea to immediately do this than anything... Oh, I can't. Ah. Never mind. Let's grab... I don't even know. It doesn't really matter? Highland Forest? Just doesn't matter. Alright. Well, Massacre Worm now is doing nothing, so that's ideal. Champion of Wits. They know about Mizzix's Mastery, which is exceedingly unfortunate. Okay, now they have Bristlebrand, so the game is like borderline over Roni cheese if they have a counterspell. Which they don't, so. Cultivate. We can crop rotation away Grove. And I can just cast this without foraging. Let's get... We can get Cavern. We can get Cavern. And just name Human. Could have also gotten a Lightning Bolt, but... Oh, are they dead? I think my opponent is actually just dead to the Vibrance. Sweet. They can't counter this, so bloop. Alright, cool. I mean, they're dead anyways. I have an extra turn. I don't need to actually cast this, but might as well. Sweet. Did I have anything in the graveyard to do? No, I didn't. There was actually no card at all in the graveyard. Arguably wrong to cast it, because Big Score might have been better. But even if they had, it just doesn't matter. Nice. Vibrance just did so much damage. They skipped over their Massacre Worm idea and went into Toxic Deluge to kill my commander. And then they got this, because of course they did. And it didn't matter. Although, by the time they would Gristlebrand, I guess they wouldn't have much life to pay. But they could give it haste, right? As a 4-4 or a 5-5. It would have haste. Would be something at least. It would also be a lot of their mana anyways. I could probably win through this. I could probably win through that. I think I would have won through that. They kept playing out. I mean, one could argue I did win through it because I won the game through it just now. They just didn't have time to go for it, which is effectively winning through it. Are there any frogs in Ninja Turtles? Sure, it takes place in the sewers, so maybe there's like a frog in that set or something. There probably is. Well, sure. This is the connive thing? I'm fine with the turn 1 ponder. It's not a brainstorm. Whenever you whenever it enters connives, when you discard an exile card of the thing. This is okay. Actually, this is all just fine with Explorer in my hand. I should have maybe kept this on top, so they don't have like a discard spell here, but still. Okay, I did stack those, fortunately, just barely enough to where I could actually cast my cards. Yep. That's almost a mistake. So when this dies, you get the cards back? Fateful Absence. That is a not commonly ran ramp spell. I still want to do this on 4 instead of 5. I feel like that's a consistent thing. Defense could matter. I'm not gonna play the fetch land because I wouldn't crack it anyways. It saves the headache of passing priority. It's funny that they did nothing. Do you have a counter spell? If you do, I don't. It's fine to have them just counter this. Let's just do this. That's okay. Probably get rid of Birds of Paradise. I would assume it is going to die for a multitude of reasons here. Shuffle those away. Play this. I am okay with this getting countered, yeah. I just explained that. So we're going to take Stompies and just force out a counterspell. Oh, they just didn't counter it. Alright, I was kind of surprised. I'm a bit surprised they didn't counter that, but I suppose to be fair, maybe it doesn't matter. Let's get rid of defense. There's a pretty good chance defense doesn't work against this deck. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. If the counterspell resolve, I mean the extra turn, then obviously exploration will work as well. Let's just do that. And then upkeep Worldly Tutor. I think. What am I grabbing? Ice Till? Maybe I'm not casting this. Hold on. Maybe I'm just not casting that. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one to have. I mean, surely this at least gets the counter spell, right? surely. If not the extra turn. Okay, there's a removal spell? There's something. They have done nothing, so there must be something. You want to wait till after it resolves so it doesn't find itself? Non-land. Well, that's not ideal. Okay, I'm a bit blown away that all of that just happened, but it did. Are we... What is happening over there? What is going on there? Are you gonna let me hit you? All right, I'm a bit kerfuffled. Does this resolve? What is happening? What is happening? Well, I'll leave up the clue token mana. I don't need that. Yeah, I'm not going to play the Surveil in. Just leave up the clue token. I mean, come on. You have to kill the... Please. Okay. Yeah, there you go. They also didn't give me a clue token anyway, so... Heuristic study. Yep. Boop. So, cast this. I'm pretty sure the way this game is being played favors me. Just infinite reaction. Interaction is not, like, that crazy here. Let's play this. Another land? I think I can do better than that. Alright, I'll just chill. I mean, my opponent, unless it's a counterspell, I get a spell off of Iroh when it is cast. Okay, let's make a move here now. Godo is not a thing, so I don't even know what this really does. Vibrance? Is that a thing? Scute Swarm can run out of control, maybe? Nah, not really. Vibrance? What does Vibrance do? Just grab Vibrance, I guess? Get in there, Vibrance. We're vibing. Well, now they have to play the game because I've displayed Valakut, which, as I'm certain, yeah, this seems like there's no land destruction for it either. And I still can't cast this because I'm not letting them get anything off of Heuristic Study. I should have cracked this actually later. I got antsy there. Oh well. Okay, well that's a reason to, I suppose, not crack it. Let's get rid of this land. Opponent gets rid of giant 6-mana Planeswalker card. Sure. Let's play this. They haven't countered anything at all yet, so there you go. Surely this gets countered? This has to get countered. Come on. Alright. Okay. I mean, I guess there were no counters at all, and it was a mountain of removal, which does stone cold nothing. I'm just blown away by that for a lot of reasons. But they cannot name money, probably because me stealing Liliana is a huge problem. Unless there's another removal spell, which there could be. I was right about Defense of the Heart. They just went so long without doing anything. Like, look at my stuff. I don't have much going on. But if you're not doing anything, then eventually I'm going to cast Iroh. Maybe even find Cavern of Souls. There is a Valakut, so Valakut actually takes care of this. I almost forgot about that. Excuse me. So we have mountains to... Yeah, like, Valakut's just going to kill him in this draw-go game on its own, very slowly. I have 2 cards here as well. Just no counter spells, which It's fine, right? Maybe there's counterspells in the deck, they just didn't have any in their hand. Just a wall of removal, and it didn't work out. I don't have to cast my commander. And when I did cast it, it would at least get one spell, because they can't kill it until I do something. So I would get an extra turn at least, and then I could probably cast it again. So, I don't know. Not looking great for the opponent there. Not looking great. How many mountains did I have left? I'm not sure if I had enough mountains to kill from 15. I did find a lot of mountains already by that point. I don't know. This might be the first game we've actually done a 1 into 3. Let's get stompies with this. It's a painful mana base right now, but that's what we signed up for when you're playing Valakut. And I don't mean life total, but also life total. Is there another red untapped here? No. Oh, steam vents. Yeah. Let's do this. Those are weird. Those are slightly less weird, but still a bit weird. Both the lands I have are tapped. Here we go with that nonsense. Yep. Oh, I can cast Treasure Cruise? There's no casting that here, though, I don't think. I'm just gonna chart. I'm just gonna end up charting. Yeah, this is... I should not ever be stumbling like this. Imagine I had Ice Till right now. This game would be so much different. This is why these tap lands are abysmal. What's the equip on this? 1? Well, it is now 1. What does that do? Hexproof from monoed colored? Prismari Command's pretty interesting here, actually. Right? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't need to grab a land. At least I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and play this. I'm just like a turn slower than I should be, but it is what it is. Let's grab... I could just grab the fetch lands for the sake of surveil lands here. And simply milling more than 2 cards, I guess, too. Whoa, okay. I was like, why did you swing with that? I am not blocking the fitter. You can swing for 6. Get out of here. What do you think I am? What do I think I look like? They have not played a single green card, so I commend them valiantly. Alright, well, that would have killed Ice Till Explorer, which we do not want to have happen. Okay. Yep, so they had Lightning Helix, that's why they swung to the 2-1. Ice Till is insanely good here, can't really get rid of that one. Is this good? It's good, but I'm gonna crack another fetch land anyways. So, I could have stacked these to be more sweaty, but I didn't do that. Get, that. Alright, well. Oh, shoot, I missed my window. I was supposed to... Oh, shoot. Okay, that was a mistake. I was supposed to do the upkeep thing. Now what? That. And... I can't really use a fetch land, so that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a pretty good chance I find something that matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Iroh's not exactly doing much here. Okay, that was kind of awful. That was really bad. Jeez. Okay. Ideally, they try to tap Giver to kill me. Ideally. Does this do anything when it enters? Attached up to one equipment you control to it. But it doesn't have anything else going on? It's just 6 damage. Kill that block. I don't think it matters where they move the equipment. But they are thinking about it anyways. Okay, they just didn't do that. Okay, well you have to tap the... Wait. Okay. Maybe that's a problem? 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Block that. Take 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here and shock. No, draw 2, discard 2, treasure token? No. That doesn't matter. So, because of the Giver. Because of the Giver runes, it doesn't matter. I'll just make a treasure token. Alright. So we got to another turn. I'm going to put an extra turn on top. I think. Yep. I'm going to cast it. Play this tapped. There's Valakut. They said time! They said time! Opponent, oh! Oh, it didn't matter. No, I had enough mana to do the thing. Alright. Well, as much as I don't want to sit here and make my opponent watch me do stuff, I want to do this instead of Goto kill for a second. I'll just kill him with Goto next turn. I think I had the mana to do it just now, but I can't confirm nor deny that now. It's too late. Thinking's for other people. We have Solitude? That is the only thing I can think of. which actually makes Goto not a good idea. Maybe this was the right line? I didn't think about Solitude. Did I accidentally do the right thing? Okay, if they had Solitude, I think we would have seen it already. So it's probably not Solitude. Yeah, thinking's for people who aren't green. You don't do that here. Okay, made my opponent's butt hurt. Could be that as well. Looks just as applicable. To play around Solitude is right, so I should do this. Jokes aside. Playing around Solitude is correct. I have not really had a major time in the game to play around it, so this would be like the first time I actually do that. Decline? What does that do? The first... Alright. Is my opponent, like, unable to pass priority or something? Like, they don't know what's happening? I see them mousing over stuff, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. They're almost just dead from swinging with Iroh, but it seems like there is 100% no Solitude now, because they missed the most crucial opportunity to use it. I guess we're just in butthurt territory. Fair enough. Losing is hard. I have an extra turn after this, so it's 100% safe. Does this, like, keep giving me red mana? I don't actually know how that works. Oh, I guess you only swing with it once. Yeah, never mind. You only swing with it once. Alright. Cool. My opponent roped out as many times as possible and got super butthurt, but I guess losing is difficult. I don't know. Apart from that, if I was a turn faster with Ice Till Explorer, this game would have been a lot less close. But, fortunately, we still got there anyways. Sweet. Yeah, that was they roped hard for like 3 turns in a row. Yep. It's hard. I guess it's really difficult to just play the next game of Magic. Just play the next game. What are we doing? Play the next game of Magic. Grow up. Unless you're like 12, then I guess you're fine. I'll allow it. We were all 12 once, I think. Bro, these queue times. These queue times. Queue's taken longer than my opponent crying that they lost. Breeding pool? It's really my only choice. Boop. Let's play this. That did resolve. We could just cast this, I guess. Steam vents. I'd rather just get a guaranteed oh, I can't. Never mind. Never mind. The only thing I can cast is this. Let's shuffle away Explore, because there's no other thing to put into play with that. Oh, actually, I do have 2 lands here, to be fair. I do. What costs 4 here? What the heck is that? When it enters, creatures in your hand cost less. Okay. It does have text. Mountain. Play this one. And then leave up my whatever this thing is. I think non-land is the idea. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I could just cast it. No, I should maybe just not do that. Okay, maybe now I have to. No, the only thing they can take is the Expropriate anyways, so it doesn't matter. Okay, they did it in order where they could take the Elvish Mystic. But they have to take Expropriate. I mean, maybe you don't take it and you try to win before I go for it. Wow, alright, yeah, that's fine. I was not going to cast that in response, so. Opponent chose to do that. Let's play... We could play our commander. We could just play our commander. How many times can this deck possibly have Ravenous Chupacabra? How many times? How many times can it always have that? Well, it's not Chupacabra, but it's basically Omniscience. I have yet to put both of these in play at the same time, and they are both in my deck. In fact, I don't think I've seen Tireless Provisioner a single time. Pretty sure it's in here, though. This bounces the Charmer. I think the only thing it can bounce is the Charmer. Okay, that doesn't do anything except give it Vigilance. Alright, well, we untapped with it, so let's cast this. On-land. Wasn't great. Let's cast... I'm just going to do the value things. Get rid of you. This costs 1. I could just die, I guess. Pretty easy to just die from here. It's funny, you can literally do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want in this format, so long as you have infinite mana with green. You could just, like, kill your opponent with a bunch of Colossal Dreadmaws, if you so chose. Expropriate, not looking great next turn, without other cards. But it's still kind of okay, I guess. Assuming I'm not dead to literal omniscience. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yay. I would have scooped if I knew it could do that 10 years ago. Omniscience. What fun. Ice Till Provisioner, you can play any other card in the game and you'll win. Still surprised they didn't take Expropriate. You saw how close I was to casting it. But my opponent knew. My opponent knew with Omniscience they don't need another turn. Like, I'm not going to get another turn anyways, so might as well not take it. Which Narset is this? The weird one? On the draw with a 2-mana card? Seems a little fast and loose. Alright, green source or I move on with my life. Cool. I'm not going to waste my time in that one. How come I can't get, like, Ice Till Tireless Provisioner going? Everyone else is doing it. I can do all the other ramp spells pretty fine. I just can't seem to do that. I still feel like a lot of games I've played, Pock would actually just be fine. Okay? I don't like... Fine. Double Vision has felt... eh. But again, it's one of those you untap with it, and all you need is a very scary spell, and it can simply just win from there quite easily. That is a land. I have explored my hand. I want Lands. I'll take one. Wait, what was the one I just put at the bottom? Bloodstained Mire? Probably should have kept the Bloodstained Mire instead. Clicked too fast. That is not a ramp spell. Well, that's a non-rampant growth ramp spell, I mean. We're just doing this. Yep. And then we just Worldly Tutor for... What do I Worldly Tutor for? Ice Till? If I had Titan right now, it would be really nice, but I just don't have Titan in my deck. I could try to simply just cast Godo and ask the question, can you do something about it? I could do... Oh, there's Rampant Growth. There it is. Alright, well, we've both done literally nothing but ramp spells. I have never really gone for this kind of thing, and I'm not super convinced it's a good idea. I'm just not convinced. Ice Till is so good here that there's no reason to take the chance of it not working out. Another blue to be safe? I think I'll get the red I need by the time Valakut shows up, so I'm not worried about that too much. I just want another blue in play. I have a fairly scary graveyard. A talisman? Now I'm wondering how many talismans they are running. My opponent has done 4 ramp spells. Okay. I can play this and then kind of do nothing. Let's play... What is... Yeah, it's not gonna work too well, is it? It's probably best to just wait. Right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. This feels fine. It feels better than just casting Iroh and passing, at least. I do have Cavernous Souls still. That deals a bunch of damage to me. This makes a bunch of 1/1s. Another Talisman. Yeah, they have ramp spells for days. Which I guess just really hits home. You just want to play this on turn 3 every single game. Alright. So we did the thing. I'm going to play it super safe. And oh, I had the Lighted Halfling. I didn't have to play Cavern. I don't know what I'm talking about. Looks like there actually was a counter spell too, so that's funny. Could be Wash Away. Stifle, Tails End, Swords. It was a Wash Away. It's not good enough though. Well, it could end up being good enough. I'm obviously not done doing things. Oh, did I miss the Godo? I did. I missed the Godo. Well, rip. I will shuffle those. I'm only after very specific things. Actually, Frantic Search is great with Iroh here. Let's get rid of you, and I can just discard lands, because I'm going to play them. And then Frantic again. You're mana neutral? Sort of? Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 3. Treasure Cruise. 34. Come on. Bruh. Holy lands. I don't think I have enough mountains for escape shift to kill my opponent. Maybe I do? I don't think I do. Well, there's only one way to find out, and we're here to do it, so. Seven. 8. 9. No, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have enough. Opponent, that wasn't enough. That was only 6. Opponent, wait, let me think about that for real. That was 6, right? Six? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I, like, more easily figure this out? Okay, none of those. Not this either. Not these 4. 1, 2. Oh, that already resolved. That one already resolved. I'm pretty sure this was only 6. So, I think they just conceded too early. If it was 7, they were dead. Okay, either way, it goes to their turn. And I suppose I'm not dead. I am still technically alive. And I have a land drop. So if it was 7, they die, because I could play a land for the 8th mountain. So they would have died to that. But I don't know if it was 6 or 7. Let's just say it was 6. And they go to 3. I play a land, they take 3 damage again. Or let's say maybe at that point I just kill a 1/1 to make it harder to kill me or something. I have 2 mana. Probably not tapping this though. I don't know. But I think I missed the Worldly Tutor on my upkeep for Godo win, which would have been a guarantee win. I'm pretty sure I missed this. If I tapped that, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was 100% to win, and I missed that. I think it was, right? No, they had the wash away. They had the wash away. They just couldn't do anything about Iroh, so... I would have taken an extra turn, though, if they used wash away on the Worldly Tutor instead. And it would be copying Worldly Tutor twice. My turns might be mixed up here. I don't know. Point being, they conceded when I think they were not dead. I'm going to have to go back and look at that on the old interwebs after I ban this stupid bot in my Twitch chat. What was I doing? Oh, right, playing Magic. Okay, alright. So far, it's been working out, which I mean, it was working out last time I played it, so I think it's only gotten better. I don't know if I like double vision. I know it did just do something, but it could also have not done anything, just as equally. More likely to do nothing than something. Maybe I shouldn't be playing it. Oh, but again, I mean, you just cast it, untap, and there's just a handful of things in your deck that are a huge problem for this card. But there's also a lot of things that are not scary. Also, that was a very sketchy scape shift. Like, that's where I just don't like scape shift. Because it wasn't 100% to kill. I don't know if that's normal, though. It probably usually does kill. Like, on average. And to be fair, my opponent did concede without, like, trying to count it. Hmm. I can't really pinpoint anything in here I don't like. Seething Song has been somewhat strange. For the most part, it only gives colorless mana for a blue-green deck like this. But it, you know, that's still fine, right? It's okay. I don't think that would stop Ulamog from putting Dark Ritual in it if it could do that as a commander. I'm sure it would play Dark Ritual. In fact, I'm sure a lot of commanders would play Dark Ritual if it made 3 colorless. I would. I'd put it in probably every deck ever. It'd probably be one of the best cards in the game. Yeah. Just make 3 generic. I mean, that's arguably better than Sol Ring. At least for a turn, it's just better than Sol Ring, right? Yeah, there's nothing in here I feel like I'm trying to replace. Cunning has been... maybe the first things to go could be these random spells. That randomly random. The 2 Delve cards have been absolutely bonkers, even with Iroh trying to cast value. These Delve cards are crazy. It's kind of funny, I just forgot about that. I forgot about that, but I came to the conclusion that they were good. I wonder if I started with them last time, or realized they were good and added them later, and I just had like the same thought nonsense twice. Can't remember anything. Still no Uro. The discount Baral stuff was, I think, right to take out. It feels like that was a good idea. We've had maybe one moment where I'd like Primeval Titan. Maybe 2 different moments. Prime Time would have been okay. I don't know what I would... I think Limitless Rekindling could come out. I think it could. I haven't exactly needed this kind of card to win the game. Although, I don't know, it gets those... Limitless Rekindling feels like a one of those cards that gives you, like, your streamer moment. It's like, look at the funny thing. Look at it do the thing. Oh, thumbnail. Everyone's freaking out. There's confetti everywhere. I feel like that's what Limitless Rekindling is. And then every other time it's just like a weird grape shot. I really cannot pinpoint a problem, so let's play 1 or 2 more games. Can't find a reason to add or take anything out, except Primetime maybe. Although one could argue Mythweaver Pawk is just a better idea. And I could put that in as well. It's like a ramp deck that has storm potential, which is really cool. Frantic Search. This Explore better be good. Tell you that much. Right now. It's High-Buy again. High-Buy with a 1-drop? High-Buy with a 1-drop. Alright, tragic. At least it wasn't on the play. So there's lines against this commander where you just play this on 11 and there's just nothing they can do. You just do nothing but ramp spells and then do this at 11. This is probably one of the better ramp spells because they're all enchantments. So that could just completely... They'll probably get to 11 mana way before me, is my point. And let's cast, I think, Pirate's Pillage? No, maybe, I don't really know what I want to get rid of in my hand. But that's what Frantic Search tells you. Discard 2, let's get rid of this. No, I really don't want to get rid of that. So let's get rid of... If it gives me mana for this, I should probably keep it. Get rid of that and this. Feels kind of weird. Alright, fine. Fine. Let's do this for 5. Yeah. Trying to think about it. Alright. I thought I could play a land. I thought I could play. I got ahead of myself. Let's see, do they get the haha I win instantly one? Nope. Do we have a spam flicker nonsense? Poop. So, red. Kill. The Sanctum Weaver? Because it is far and away the best card in play. And then just cast this bird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still not even close to being good enough. I probably just get a Surveil land here. I don't even think casting birds is that useful. That cycles itself, I guess. Lets me play in tap birds as if I had cast it anyways. I guess. I don't know. Oh, there goes the Vibrance. I wonder if my opponent wanted Exalted to happen. Killing their commander is probably something my opponent would like to have happen. I could have just blocked it. It's not like I keep the Vibrance anyways. Yeah, I could have just blocked it. Yeah, oh well. Who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The bird is going to die before I would get to do the thing with go to Cavern. It's another land. Now I gotta think again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. It's not good enough. Honestly, I don't really know what is good enough at this point. 3 mana, can cast Frantic Search? Dig Through Time? Dig Through Time seems like a card. Oh, I guess I can Frantic Search first. Okay. And then... I don't really know what Dig Through Time's even gonna do here. I'm just trying to blitz to 11. I don't think I got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. I lose both my creatures here. Untap. Do the same thing I just did again, which is not good enough. Does that help me? Maybe. That's the best Iroh's gonna do. Might as well do it. Okay, this gave me an extra mana, because now my bird isn't dead. I wonder if that was worth it for the opponent. I don't know if it was. Let's... So how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I actually do it? Oh my goodness, I did it. Well, like I said, I'm eventually going to have this happen. Yeah, untapping, blocking here was actually huge, because then they couldn't pay 1 to kill my bird with one of these. And I untapped with it. So blocking was actually massive. Sweet. Alright, we're going to keep doing it till they figure it out. Sweet. Nice. Yeah, we just... What I said happened, happened. We're just going to chill with the Shrine player until we get to 11 mana. And there's probably not much they could do about it. Unless they had, like, crazy interaction. A bunch of shock lands, check lands, and snow lands. So, it is like a sweaty one. And it had this. I would have 100% lost the game if this wasn't killed. So, that was nice. And they didn't roll into the haha, I win the game Sanctum of All. So that's cool too. But yeah, looks like the dirtling was enough to get to the 11 mana. My opponent wouldn't know that me untapping the birds was why they lost. But... Alright. I'm cashing out. Okay, so this was better than last time, which I probably said the last time too. It's only getting better, I guess. The new set, since this one has come out, which is, what, Lorwyn, hasn't really done anything for this, I feel. Like, you don't really need this funny, look at the confetti streamer card thing, but I really like Vibrance. It's easier, debatable, but with Valakut, I'd say it's easier to cast this than Archdruid's Charm, but you could probably play Archdruid's Charm as well. Anything that helps you find Valakut is rather significant when that's one of the ways you can win. I did just barely get there with a Scapeshift game. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure I would have won. I think I had like too few mountains to... Does that sentence make sense? Too few mountains? Not enough mountains to Scapeshift and kill them, but they gave up anyways. I came to the conclusion multiple times, and probably last time, that the delve cards don't get in the way with Iroh. In fact, you could just delve... I treasure cruised twice in a turn, like from my hand and with Iroh, and still had cards. So, like, I was never really struggling, and none of that involved Ice Till Explorer milling me. Oh, maybe it did, actually. You know what? I lied. I think Ice Till had to do with that exact game. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to exile, 14 cards consistently here, but, I mean, I did the one time I did it, so that's cool. I took out the discount things, like Baral, because they didn't seem like they mattered that much. You can sort of cast your, quote-unquote, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald medallions over and over. Like, Rampant Growth isn't quite the same as Emerald Medallion, but sometimes it's better than Emerald Medallion. It color fixes you. It lets you cast all of your spells instead of a specific color. And you can cast it again with Iroh. And you can also use this to trigger or set up a Valakut. So, I don't really like the medallions. Like, this is kind of a Storm deck. This is a very strange one, where it has combo potential with, like, Godo and simply doing anything with extra turns with Iroh. But I didn't need, like, Grape Shot. I still don't like Grape Shot. Not that much time has passed since I've said that. But that is nice. Like, you're doing this green ramp thing, sort of like, the Rug, the Teamer Omnath, which I have done Valakut with before. But that one's more straightforward, where, like, I am kind of curious, like, major fundamental differences if I just put Omnath in the command zone instead of this. I wouldn't have access to the same spells twice. Probably wouldn't play double vision. Maybe this could be just Primeval Titan or Archsteward's Charm, or what was the other one? Hour of Promise, or like the 3 cards, or Pock. So there's like 4 cards that I was thinking about putting in. Probably just replace that 1 card, but like the rest of the deck could kind of just be the same thing. And instead of playing your graveyard twice, with Omnath you would just draw twice as many cards, because all your ramp spells would just draw a card, because Omnath draws every time you play a land. So we weren't doing that. We could have played Omnath in here, and also Tatyova, I suppose, and then if suddenly all the ramp spells are drawing an army of cards. That could have been ideal. Maybe slightly better than just more ramp spells or something. But it's an interesting one. It's also nice that you don't actually have to cast your commander for a long time, and then suddenly it's a huge problem. Or, even if your graveyard gets hit, which I don't think I got my graveyard hit today, you can just keep doing things, and probably still find some kind of way to win. Right? I mean, unless they maybe completely remove all your win conditions, and good luck. But people just concede when you have too much going on and they don't want to think about it, right? It's not like we're playing in a CDH thing where people refuse to concede until you show them the thing. This is a really nice commander, though. I am a huge fan of it. I saw a cool frog storm commander thing I want to try next. See if it works out, though, because with all the interaction, who knows? But without having much interaction in this deck, that just gives you so much room to do your things faster. You're not taking time off to Flame Slash or Counterspell. You're just vomiting a bunch of mana really quickly and then converting it into a bunch of non-ramp based spells and then winning by casting them twice. So it is pretty cool in that way. But you can just, like, if you look at this list, there's so few, like, definitive, I win the game when I cast this, this is the thing I'm using to win the game cards. And I still had a positive win rate. You don't need to play Grape Shot cards. They don't do anything in the intermediate, except with the Rite of Flame spamming commander, apparently, who can Grape Shot for 7, and it's good enough. But this is not that kind of deck, I don't think. But you just don't need those kinds of cards. Like, I really don't think, you know, unless I wanted the funny streamer moments, confetti everywhere that does the funny thing, I don't even think I want this in my deck. I would almost prefer Grape Shot in this spot, and I really don't think I'm playing Grape Shot here. But if there was like another, I really need to win the game, so I need another combo, maybe Dual Caster Mage with Molten Duplication. You can run, what was it? We're talking about Fabricate as well to find the artifact for whatever that other combo was. The One Ring Paradox Engine, it doesn't work because there's no mana dork. Well, there are some mana dorks, but there's not like enough mana you're untapping with each time. I'm not even really sure what the idea of firebending was when they put it on this card. There's some instance where it would be cool to, like, I've now swung with Iroh and I have mana, but that is a far cry from the thing that Azula does with its firebending mana. Here you just, like, maybe use it to cast Big Score? I don't know. I feel like it would be actively difficult to spend the firebending mana in this deck. It feels like it would be actively... It has always been actively difficult for me to spend the mana. Maybe at some point in one game I might have. I don't think I did today, but it never seems like it comes up. Also, by the time I play this, my opponent probably has some kind of board state I have to, like, do something about, sort of, before I would even swing for the first time anyways. Not that I care about hitting them for 5 when I'm trying to expropriate spam, or I guess time warp spam. You could play, what is it? The thing I'd never like, the gamble time twister thing? Oracle? I cannot type in the dark. You could probably play this thing. If you... I don't like Thought Scour effects. You could play them, but Ice Till is the exception to this. I don't like incidental random mill. But if you want to go that route, it does make stuff like this better because you can more reasonably reach all the crazy cards, and they're all very cheap. So, or not much to cast. Actually, a lot of those you can't cast, but the major ones, the big three here, you can just mill them over, and then suddenly Iroh just has access to them. Time Twister is a bit strange, though. You don't really want a Time Twister sometimes, actually, thinking about it, so maybe it's just these two. Are they so good that you want to put the rest of this in your deck and then randomly find it? I don't know. I historically have not been a fan of this card. It's super random. It's kind of goofy. You can have it happen 5 times, I guess, and put 5 Ancestral Recalls in your deck if you really wanted to. But you've also just put 15 Mox in your deck, which are like probably just lands at this point and not great. Especially the ones that don't tap for any color in your deck, like Mox Jet doesn't really work out here. But I'm a huge fan of this. I am. It's still probably my favorite Storm Commander, just because the colors it's in and the way it goes about storming off allows you to play a slow, build up your resources, and then explode kind of game. And that's kind of neat to me. You can do Cyclonic Rift, River's Rebuke. I had, I think, a mass bounce spell in here from the last time I played it, but it just seemed like, why would I waste my time with all that when I could just cast my 5th Rampant Growth and win faster? But if you really want an army of interaction, it's certainly possible. The games I won never felt like it was super pivotal that the games I lost, I'm not sure if I had 5 Lightning Bolt effects, like Strangle, in my deck, I would have then suddenly won those games. Because I'd be busy doing that instead of trying to pull ahead with a bunch of mana and explode and win. Especially when a bunch of those cards don't actually work with Iroh and when you cast them a second time. Like when you Flame Slash the first time, it might have been useful to kill, Llanowar, the best card in the format. But the second time you cast it with this, it probably won't be as good. So they're not that great to recur as spells, your interaction, especially counter spells. It's only... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's only your turn. There's a check there. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can't actually counter on your opponent's turn, but you can have a counter spell on your turn from your graveyard. So you could do that. I don't really think you should do that, but you could, I suppose. But that's another pile of spells that you could throw in, like removal and counter spells. You could have them work with this, but not really, and they're awkward, and they don't help you get to the Iroh explode and win situation to begin with. So playing Iroh because you need to Flame Slash is a losing play. Playing Iroh because you have temporal manipulation 3 turns faster because you don't have a wall of Flame Slashes is probably a better line. That's what we did here. But I do like Double Vision. This is not the same as... Someone had to convince me to play this, so... Because at first I was kind of... Meh. But you do just play it, and then you untap, and all it takes is one kind of scary spell, and sometimes not even the most powerful thing ever. Just something of some little value or something is just a lot with this. This is very scary. It's not as scary as Defense of the Heart, but it's still pretty scary to untap with this thing, so I don't think it's quite a must-enter threat like, say, Scute Swarm is, because it does demand another card to go with it. I mean, I guess this demands lands, but that's the entire deck. This is just, it's just good, right? You're going to have a game where you untap and Time Warp, and you could have no other cards in your hand, and then still just win because you just did this. Or your opponent just concedes, because they don't want to sit there and watch you do whatever that leads into. Especially how, if you have Iroh after, you're going to do it again, and it counts twice both times. So that's 4 extra turns. And they're 5-mana cards, and this is a 6-mana card. So it lines up that you you play this, you play that, then next turn you play this. With the extra turn, you untap, you play this, you get 2 extra turns, and then boom. Out of nowhere, Shotgun Blast. So it feels like it was doing that, or was able to closely do that consistently every time I had cast it. But it is a sort of quote unquote do nothing the turn you cast it, unless you have other mana, and then maybe you grow spiral twice or something. But it was still, I just liked it. So, huge fan of this commander still. The storm flow for me is still in full force. I just love these kinds of decks. So, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll